Hi, hello everyone. My name is Xu Changzhen. I'm a assistant and professor of organizational psychology at DCU Business School. It's a great pleasure to see a lot of people joining us this afternoon, especially on a Friday. It's always a great pleasure to meet and talk to people, especially in this difficult year. Sure. Before we start, let me just making sure I share the slides with you guys. Just give me a second. Um, Here we go. You guys can see the slides, I suppose. Yeah. So yeah, has been a challenge year, I suppose, for the university and also for students. The whole learning and teaching style have to adapt to the new way of doing things. But I think overall we have received quite positive feedback, both from students and from faculty end. But obviously, next year, our program, Masters in Human Resource Management, will be moved offline on campus again, as long as the current progress of how we're dealing with the virus continues. There seems to be a hope that everything will back to normal. So this program is one of the main master's program provided by the DCU Business School. The program itself is accredited by the CIPD, Chartered Institute of Personnel and Development. It is a qualification or certificate which you will need to have for anyone who's interested in doing in continuing a career or doing job in professional HR or related areas in future. If for anyone who's interested in obtaining this qualification certificate, it takes 1 to 2 years and costs thousands of euros if you want to do it separately. But upon the completion of our degree MSc in Human Resource Management from DCU Business School, you will have that certification along with your degree. So it saves anyone who's interested in working in professional HR and related areas. By doing this degree, essentially you get degree and certification at the same time. So it is a 1-year full-time program. So there are people, I understand some people will continue working part-time in order to maintain that connection with their employers or in a way to explore their future careers. But standard is that we do expect our students to spend 8 hours a day, 5 days a week at least in order to complete this module, because there will be not just individual tasks and projects for you to complete. There are numerous group and team projects which requires you to coordinate and collaborate with your course mates. Right, so you do need to have that expectation that you need to commit yourself full-time and completely onto this module once you're on board. Right, one exciting part of this, there's someone in chat box, I'm making sure. Oh, sure. One exciting part of this program is that in addition to learning from textbooks and also all the theoretical model which will be delivered by faculty members who specialize in areas of human resource management, people management, and organizational psychology, there will be a 1-week study trip to mainland Europe, most likely Brussels in Belgium, towards end of the first semester or the beginning of second semester, depending on the obviously the visa situations of international students, and at the same time depending on the situation of whether the government can lift their travel restriction because of COVID. Right, so you will spend 1 week in a few big organizations, both in private and public sector. You have a chance to interact with employers and also asking questions, have first-hand experience to see how human resource and its related domain works in the real world, right? So that will happen during your program at the same time as well. Apart from this exciting field trip or study trip you will have, the module will cover, the program will cover modules in areas of employment regulations, employment policy, employment relationship, and also about managing people and how to motivate people overall. So you will have about 10, 11 modules for you to complete on top of your final project, which will be your dissertation, right? So in the final project, you expected to pull together all the knowledge, all the experience you've had in the throughout 2 semesters, to see if you can contribute to the discussion of human resource research and human resource practice in the field and in academia. So overall, I think it is the program itself is a big combination of both the learning from the theory, from the textbook, at the same time learning from the practice. It's a good combination of the two. So our graduates after this program it's been highly sorted by the leading employers in Ireland and also in other countries like in Europe and in the UK. Right, so that is a brief overview of this program. So what you should expect, which you should actually hope to achieve after 10, 11 months spending time at DCU Business School here. So the field trip itself, the last year, obviously, this year didn't happen because of the COVID restrictions. Last year, students actually went to Belgium. You can see that's your previous course mates. Spent a week in European Union Commission, EU Parliament, and also big organizations such as DHL. It really provided a chance for you to put together everything you've learned from this program and to see whether any of your new ideas when you build upon this knowledge can be applied in your real life scenarios. At the same time, in addition to learning from these leading employers, leading organizations in the world, it's also an opportunity for you to strengthen your bond with your course mates at the same time, because you will be assigned to 2 different groups or teams in semester 1 and semester 2, right? So there will be quite a few team and group projects for you to complete as a part of different modules, right? So the trip itself is really a chance for you to learn from your course mates, to consolidate and establish that connection, because you understand that the network of a connection you establish and build over the 10, 12-month time gonna be a valuable source for you to draw on in your future careers as well, right? So that is another benefit of having this field trip in addition to studying in our campus at DCU. So overall, that is usually students ask quite a lot of questions afterwards about the field trip because it sounds really exciting as well. So the Dr. Eugene Hickland will be leading this field trip for everyone next year. Hopefully that will happen as well. So in terms of the university itself, DCU itself is a very young but fast-growing university in Ireland. We've been ranked first in work placement, first for interdisciplinary courses, and also we are a pioneer of international exchanges. So you will see students coming from different cultural, educational, or working backgrounds doing jobs or works together at DCU, right? So we've been ranked, for example, as the one of the top 50 university who are younger than 50 years old. It is really an opportunity for you to learn from the program, also learn from your course mates at the same time. That is, I think, one shining point of having this program at DCU Business School. In terms of the module, the program itself, is that our module aims to provide our graduates, our students, a conceptual foundation for a career in field of human resource management. We try to deliver the existing knowledge and try to engage the student with existing discussion in the research, what is happening in HR management, and also in the related research areas such as organizational psychology and organizational behavior. And also we try to foster and develop your critical thinking skills. We don't just expect you to memorize and read the textbook, read the journal articles. At the same time, we expect you to asking questions after you have gone through the existing knowledge in the field. That will contribute also, first of all, contribute to your final projects. You are expected to find out one research question. Something has not been touched by previous researcher, right? But you find it fascinating. Maybe based on your previous working experience, you find there is some problem in your organizations, or you find a research gap which hasn't been researched, been studied by previous researchers. And then you need to find out a way, right, to test out your own ideas and then summarize your results and present your results to the readers, to audiences, right? So we try to develop and encourage critical thinking in addition to delivering the existing knowledge to the students, to the cohort, right? And thirdly, in addition to the theoretical knowledge and research skills, obviously, we hope our students, we expect our students will be able to apply whatever they've learned in the real life scenarios. Hopefully, they will apply this knowledge and skills in their future job, in their future careers. That is why I think this program is going to be useful and fascinating for students or for people who are interested in studying human resource management. Right. So overall, there will be also opportunity for you to interact and learn from faculty members and students from other subject areas and other departments of the business school. So you will have opportunity to take courses and modules from other programs, for instance, organizational psychology and strategy, depending on your focus. Because these days, you know, rarely anyone just going to work in one domain and don't care about the big picture of the organization, right? So there will be a chance for you to audit and take part in other activities happening in the business school as well. So overall, I think your experience at DCU Business School in this program will, for those who don't have experience studying and working in human resource management, will open the door for you to that career path. For those who have had experience in working in human resource management, it is really a chance to compare your personal experience with the research findings to see anything can be drawn for you to improve the performance of future employer after your program, after you study here, right? For those students who might have extensive years of experience, right? But they find there's something missing in their job. There's just some toolkits they will need to help them to overcome the problem they have at their job. They have some bottleneck at their job, right? So the program itself also is designed to help people with experience or those who don't have experience. So I think overall, these graduates overall has been highly sorted by employers, not just in Ireland, in domestic market, also in the international market. So that's pretty much its brief overview of what this program is about, what it covers, and what you should expect. And there will be, I'm understanding, there will be another webinar covering the stages application and also opportunities to have scholarships. And also there will be opportunity for you to learn from your previous cohort and then alumni as well. So there will be another webinar will be organized towards in March or May at next stage. So I think that's pretty much what I need to cover and what I need to wanted to share with you about this program, about the DCU. So I think now I will open the floor to the audience for you to